We're focusing on exit strategies and operating agreements. We're not focusing on all the issues that impact a company when they're deciding how to structure their business or what the relationship will be while the business is ongoing. We're really going to simply focus on what are the issues and what are the concerns and what are the issues that need to be addressed at the time you're forming your company to be proactive with respect to the time you're going to exit.
One of the questions that came up early and often dealt with what if there is not an operating agreement when you're dealing with an LLC. And Georgia has what's called default provisions, and those default provisions ultimately control an LLC when there is not an operating agreement. And most of the time, the default provisions are not provisions that a majority owner in an LLC are very happy with.
We've been in business for 34 years, so that's a long time ago. I know a lot more now than I did then, and things would be done differently. But yes, in creating a new company, I would have a lot of things set up in a better order with a succession plan in line already, with the operating agreement or their shareholders agreement that is good, rock solid, so we don't have issues of what do I need to do and how do I need to make it equitable.
It was very informative. I really appreciate having the opportunity to learn from these guys, and gave me a checklist of things to think about and questions to ask.
It is certainly easier to identify the issues and determine how to best treat each of the members or shareholders at the beginning than at the end, because if things go bad, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be calling one of our litigation partners to do a business divorce, and nobody wants that.
Many people use LegalZoom or other methods to come up with their agreements, and they ultimately find out if there is ever an issue that the terms that they agreed to don't cover the issue that has come up. We are firm believers that talk to the corporate lawyers first, that from an economic standpoint, it is much more reasonable and cost-effective to deal with the issues on the front side than to leave it to the litigators to deal with it on the back side.